All right, so today we're taking our project to the next level and adding in some movement. So we're going to do that by using a path. So you're going to go to your library, you can go to the special, or you can search for a path, and you can grab, there's a circular, square, or just a straight line. I'm going to choose a circular. So I drag it onto my work plane, and then here it is. I personally want mine bigger. So I click on this. This is how I drag to resize it. Hopefully you've played with that part already. And then I can kind of adjust what this path is where my character will be moving. So if I want him to kind of be doing a different shape, I can grab the blue, drag it out to the side, or you can kind of drag it upward if I want him to be kind of floating up and down since mine are in space. So there, that looks like a pretty interesting path. So what I have to do before I can program is I have to double click on my character, 1, 2, go into the code section and make sure use in code blocks. Make sure I turn that on. So it should be blue to be on. Mine was already on. So I click there and then I go into my code section. And this is where, oops, I meant to clear that out. This is where I'm going to program. So the pieces that I want are, I personally want mine to continually float around my loop. So, or my path. So I'm going to use a forever loop. Then I'm going to go into the light blue section at the top here and choose the one that says path. So not this one, it says meters if you read it. Not this one for me, this one for me. So I click and drag, and here's the one about the path. So I want my astronaut woman on my round path. And then if I push play, my astronaut woman, let's see, I should adjust my camera. There she is. So she is moving around, floating, doing all sorts of stuff in outer space. So if I'm like, she looks pretty good, I can leave her like that. One other thing I encourage you to do is play with the animations. Mine's in a floating position. I could have her kneeling, lying down, being scared of floating. Let's see what that looks like. It's probably more entertaining. Okay, yeah, she looks a little unsure of herself now. So playing with the animations as well. One other thing I'd like to show you is how to program two things at once. So some people want like a kid on a skateboard, or they want Santa attached to a sleigh. So what I do is I need to get this person into the position that I want. Let's see. I don't know if they have sitting. I'll try that. So I'm going to put this person and I'm going to have them on this rocket. So if I want these two to move together, I have to click on one, hold down shift, and click on the other. And then I double click when they're both, I have these boxes because they're both highlighted, and I double click and I push group. Okay, so now when I click on there, it should say that they're grouped. So to get those to move around a path, I can add another path if I want to, if I want it to be moving differently. I think I will, just for fun. So this will be my path that the rocket's going along. To program two things on a path at the same time, you need to add in this extra piece. So you go to the control section, you scroll down, 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 till you see run parallel. I'll put run parallel underneath my forever loop. Then I'll put that into that first opening. Now I'm ready to get my new piece of code. So this means that things will do the activity at the same time. So I go here, find that same path piece that I used before. Oh, I forgot to turn on my programming. So I click here, go to the code, and make sure that I turn it on. Okay. Now I can do the rocket, which hopefully my astronaut is attached to. All right, so I do play. There we go. And since those are now grouped together, you can see that they are moving around at the same time. So you do have to group those together before you try to program them, before you turn on the coding, the using code blocks. If you do it after that, they won't stay attached to each other. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully you can get these in here. You can add more places for a task right here, should you want to. And if I want to do more and more, I can. If I run out of space, you can add a second page here and do like a fresh page of coding as well. So remember, the path is required, so get that done today. Nice job.